All right, y'all. So I'm gonna try to be talking a bit more on these lives. Um, my throat has been kind of hurting me. Oh, let me reconnect. So hold up, y'all. Let me put this new password in here. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna start trying to talk more on this live. Kind of going over like what my thought process is. I got so much to do. Let me change the title on this, but let me get my thing back here. Get the right password in. Boom. There we are. And we're even on the Dallas server. We're not in New York no more. That's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start talking, even though I really like don't like being on camera at all, because most of the time I be looking like this. But with the given circumstances, with everything going on in the world, it's kind of like this whole going live thing is kind of more or less gonna be something that's really gonna be a part of our world and just how we do business moving forward. So here we go. Got a little nice setup, so finally then got situated. I came across um, Forex is something I've been studying for a minute now, since January. And so, as with anything, once you start, studying stuff, or when you start learning a new skill, um, like, you gotta, it's a whole process. And I try to learn as quickly as possible. And then I also try to just remember, like, from just being in school, like, how long it typically takes to learn something. So typically when you're in school, courses are broken down um, within semesters. So um, semesters usually range from like maybe like 4 to 5 months. So at this point, since I've been studying since January, maybe the end of no December, I wasn't on this at all. I wish I was. But yeah, it's pretty much since December. What time? My tea must be ready. Um, yeah, ever since then, it's just kind of been I've been studying, and so like it started with of course doing the YouTube search, then learning that trying to get the right mentor, because that's always like a process. Then then it comes down to the software. You gotta have the best software. Then you gotta know how to use the software. Then you gotta, then learning about just what are those things? Different indicators that you can use. Um, just seeing how software and the financial markets, just seeing how that pair together, or in other words, like fintech. And fintech is like taking off. And it's funny because like I had started working on, or not working on, but not working on, but I started I'm looking at these Instagram comments. People really gotta read, bro. Like people have to read, and it's like it's just so funny to me. It's like you're not gonna convince me that, especially me, like it's like, bruh, like we actually do this for a living. We do research for a living, because why? Like we come up with ideas. We write. We do films. Like you have to do research. You have to kind of know what you're talking about. You're gonna kind of make a film. So it's like this is one of the topics. It's like, how are you gonna argue with somebody that does research on a daily basis? All right. Anyway, Sorry for coughing in here, but my tongue is like sore or some shit. All right, marking up charts on hashtag YouTube. I'm actually showing I'm actually showing face and talking about what I'm seeing going on and the technology and software that I've come across along and come across in my recommendation and my recommendations in regards to fintech. Bah, bah, bah. So was that link in bio. Link in the motherfucking bio, bitch. This is also why I didn't really want to be going live because I'm kind of like a different character, but who gives a fuck about political correctness? David Banner, like that post. Don't rush back to sleep. People talking, I do not care. Do some research. And here we are. I'm about to go get this tea before it gets too cold. So about 25 minutes past. So this is the other thing too. So today, like, I'm really just kind of going over the software that I'm using. Going over the software and just so right now I'm just copying over my symbols right now. So these are the symbols that, based on my research and just kind of looking at a lot of different people on YouTube and looking at different articles and stuff like that. These are the pairs that make you money and that are moving on a daily basis. So again, like I said, like it's a whole process, like trying to move, trying to learn like a new skill. Like, so I came in here like, oh, it's like a game, it's gonna be easy, read the charts. Like, thankfully, like I was blessed to have like decent, education as, just within my, childhood or whatever. So thank goodness I can actually, I have the skill set to read charts. And so that wasn't too difficult. Once I kind of got my brain back into that mode of, more, into more analytical mode, so to speak, which I've kind of been in since I've been building a lot of different companies and stuff like that on the side, a couple of drop shipping businesses, Amazon. Right now with everything going on and just me personally being a Black person, I don't really fuck with China right now. And my suppliers in China, and we got a top level supplier, a supplier that works with, Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, Old Navy, so it's just like the guy is a private, it's a private owner. So I can't tell like who the owner is, and they're part of communist China and just a whole bunch of different other stuff. Because my whole thing is like when you're thinking about like where you're trying to go in life, these are choices and things that you have to make. So the one thing I don't want is to be making a shit ton of money on fucking Amazon, because they are, in my niche, but and that come out that is like, we were working with a motherfucker who terrorizes his own people and hates Black people. So just gotta be careful. Like, even though, you may have like different income streams and stuff, it then becomes like an ethics thing, which is why like I'm really interested in Forex. So that's what we're about to do. I'm about to go get my tea, and because my tongue has been hurting, like I've been saying, and so we're gonna do that. All right. Boom, here we go. It's my other point too. It's like, y'all, like, my throat hurting, bruh. Been hurting for like 5 days. Tea. It was, been feeling amazing. Mm. Mm. I don't even like tea. I mean, it's not what I'm drinking. I'm drinking it because of my throat, but already I feel better, bro. So, like, what the fuck? It's because it's like deep, because your tongue is like super fucking long. And so it's like the back, not even the back, like in the throat, but it's like it's on my tongue. Like, and I don't know if it's like sore. Like, it feels like it's sore. This shit, man, just knocked it out. Just a couple of sips. And I think I'm aggravating it. Man, I wish I could. I mean, YouTube, I mean, it's not like we have a lot of followers right now at this time. So I'm not really sure people are commenting or chatting, but I do wish that that was something that I can see. So one of the things, one of the ways to make money is through affiliate marketing. So like you can literally do that with anything that you have. Why do I keep looking over here like I want something from this area? Maybe it's because I wanted to show what this was. So this is the organic throat coat. All right, organic lemon echinacea supports throat health and immune function. Like, and bro, my tongue is, I feel better. I feel good. Like, all that's needed, bro. All that's needed. Like, don't need no goddamn vaccine and shit. Do some research, get some healthy shit, and keep it fucking pushing, bro. Anyway, because what I think what it's been is that I've been irritating my shit. Uh, smoking weed, but I'm never going to stop. Say weed, say my life, bro. All right, so we have the NAS 100, the US 30, S&P 500. I'm gonna go ahead and add, what is that? GP, British Pound, USD. Even though I don't think that I'll really be trading that one, but it's supposedly a mover. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Bitcoin on here, even though I haven't looked at Bitcoin. Now, this is another thing too, y'all. So I don't know what the var, the dot var, the dot pro, the dot mini, I don't know what that means. It's something that I would have to go and research. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you're learning like a new thing, like you just gotta stay dedicated to it. Don't let the numbers intimidate you. All this shit, like you just gotta go through it. Work through it. Like it was the same way when I started editing. It's the same way right now with this music that I'm trying to learn. Given the fact that we had individuals in our life that could have taught us how to, like edit stuff, and we wouldn't be over here struggling, but we are. No worries, we'll still learn it and surpass you. But yeah, it just takes time to like learn things. USD CAD, I don't know if I even want that, but it's on here because that was one of the ones that they were showing. That was a mover. Okay, so now we have like all of our stuff right here. I'm gonna go ahead and probably move the ones that I'm most interested in doing. Okay, so US oil is at 10. It's crazy. Yeah, USD CAD can be at the bottom, and you move this down to the bottom as well. Actually above that one, and S&P, the NAS. I think he was saying that this S&P was like a good one. And and I'm missing like gold. Like, how do we not have gold? Definitely want gold. A lot of people seem to be making like a lot of money on gold. But gold, I learned, is very volatile. So that's like another thing too. It's like understanding like how the pairs move. Like, are they moving quickly? Are they moving slowly? Um, how do they move in a given day? So definitely moving that probably at the top, because that's pretty much what I want to be trading. But all right, so now I'm gonna go in here and change the chart. So this software, I'm sorry I didn't even mention, is MetaTrader 4. So MetaTrader 4 is not, you can't download it on Catalina, which is what I have right now, as far as like the operating software. So one of the other softwares that I want to talk about today that I'm reviewing, I don't know if they have like an affiliate program. I don't know, but let's look. This is the company right here. As you can see, I clicked on their ad. This is based on me like seeing like another video on YouTube. And it just allows you to like essentially parallel your desktop to like a Windows situation, and it's nicer than like some of the other servers that I've used. Like I've used like cloud-based servers like Voltaire, and specifically with Voltaire, like I cannot copy, say like an item from my Mac desktop to the actual server, which this is it. I just have this screen in full you see. So you got your Mac operating system, and then you have your Windows. So I like that I can copy in here. So if I have like I was trying to copy my password from here, I was able to do that from the Mac to the Windows. Whereas with Voltaire, which is a cloud-based server company, they just you can't do the copy over. Like it's annoying and it's weird, especially when you're trying to like, because on the Mac you can't use all Windows applications. All right, so I'm about to go up in here. I was already on this. So I'm gonna just copy like kind of like the colors of the things. Already kind of looks like right in here we could be missing a trade. Oh, this is on the 5-minute. So, but yeah, I don't even. This is too close. I'm not even about to read this. But if you were in the 5-minute, you could do like a scalping situation. Although this is like kind of like a shooting star, kind of suggesting that could be going up. But I mean, these are still pretty strong candlesticks at the moment. So I'm not about to analyze that right now. But what I am about to do is copy how the chart looks, because it's a little. I don't like how this looks. I've been getting very used to. I've been getting very used to how the colors look over there. So, and this is kind of like my first time like really using MetaTrader, because I was only trading on the on my phone. And the reason why I came over here is because the same color? No, it's like a gray. Yeah, like the only reason why I came over here is I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I wonder if it'll give me that. The only reason why I came over here is because I needed like a trailing stop, and like you can't put the trailing stop on. You can't set it from the mobile. They're not gonna let me enter in the colors. That's kind of annoying. What is it asking for? Red, green, and blue. Let's see. The red, green, and blue of let's see. It's really dope. Let's see if it'll give us like yeah. See, look at Google, bro. Not that I really like Google because they doing crazy shit, but look how we just out of nowhere, bro. Boom, got that in there. Research. It's really that simple. So everything that's going on with the government right now, it's as simple as fucking doing the fucking research, bro. Very simple. Okay, and then we got the 34. So let's see if this will work because I don't know blue and saturation. But we got a pretty decent color. It looks about close. I don't see you in anything here. Oh, actually, I think that's what HSL means. Yeah. That's a bet. So we're looking at 224. Bam. Oh, really? All right, maybe it just did not copy that over. So we'll go back. Copy. All right, it does not like that. So we're just gonna type it in then. Or maybe it didn't like the 49. Yeah. All right. 239. 44. I feel like we're getting some different colors here. Oops. Let's continue. Oh, because it's changing my gotcha. Oh, that's weird. All right. And then we'll just go back 1923. Add that. Let's get it. Boom. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. All right. So the foreground, I don't know what it's talking about. Is that like this? Ah. I kind of fuck with it. I mean, It's not the same as. Mm-hmm. Trying to find a roof on that shit up. Mm. Let it go right now, shooting up. But it's kind of the thing. I'm not in no rush. The market is 24/7. Well, I mean, damn near closes. So it's like I can trade all day. So I'm not worried. I'm more worried about getting my software right and just kind of showing y'all how everything kind of looks and how it works and shit. All right. So the grid. Let's look at the bar up, bar down. That's the bars. All right, bruh. Well, we need our bull being green. That's what I know. That's cute. And then the bear candle, we're gonna make that bitch red. Rah, ya, 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 ya. 2. And the line graph, I'm not really sure. This line graph. Gotcha. Okay. That must be what it is. Boom. In there. Alright, boom. Oh, that look good. Oh, that look good. Oh, that look good. I think the line graph was like, what, white? I don't know what that bitch was. Alright, we're gonna do okay. Yeah, I'm already liking how that looks to me. I can see. Okay, so over there I can't see that, so it's the numbers. So let's go back and change that. That must have been what the foreground, I guess, was. So I'm change that back to white. Boom. Now we're back. Now we're back. Now we're back. Now we're back. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Okay, so that was our chart. I pretty much feel like that's everything I need. This SMA is decent. I don't really know how to see that, but so I'm really only using. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So I'm really only using this this software to place in my orders again because like I'm using like this software like on the phone like to put in the entries, but I think I'm gonna start like putting it in here just so that I can have my trailing stop. And I am gonna try to move in here quickly because maybe I can catch like a play. Like even this right here looks like. I mean, actually, I'm sorry. That's actually looking like. I don't even. I don't. Let me not. I don't. I'm not even gonna analyze charts on here. I'm gonna analyze charts on TradingView, so I can see better. Let me make sure that everything else that I needed in here is in here, and so then that I'm ready to go. Another thing that I learned is like I had my chart set up with like a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of indicators and shit. And I do kind of like the parabolic star, I'm not gonna lie. But at this point, like I came across a different mentor and he was like, bro, like you need to be able to read the candlesticks. So he had a very interesting video on his page. Well, not a very interesting video, but a very comprehensive video that was just so easy to understand. And then it's like, oh shit, now we can like read the candlesticks. So when you can read the candlesticks, you don't really need any indicators or shit like that. Because again, the candlesticks are being printed from what's actually happening in the market, whereas an indicator is, judging and guessing based on where you're going to be at. So, or where the indicator thinks the market is going, based off algorithms and shit like that. So, yeah, I don't need volumes like that. Not on this chart. Cool. I mean, yeah, everything is where I need it to be. Yeah, all this stuff looks good. Yeah, all this stuff looks good. What is this? Auto trading. So that's another reason why I came, because you can auto trade. So it's crazy, bro. Like that's why I just keep saying, like, especially black people need to be researching. Like these niggas got like robots and shit that will trade for you, like crazy. So it's like it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. So that's what the auto trading button can help with templates. We don't need any of that. All right, this is how we're marking shit up. Get in the crosshair, draw vertical lines, trend lines, okay. Fibonacci, draw text, we have that, we have arrows, okay, but I don't see being able to make like a box, a rectangular box. What is this? Tick chart, okay. So you can see it's been on a downward trend. It looks like it could be trying to make a push back up. It's cool. These are the indicators they got in here. On the side, expert advisors. This again is those robots and stuff. So if you have a robot or, something that you're using to trade for you, you can use, you can upload it here, or you can upload indicators through there as well. All right, looking at gold again. This is an encompassing candlestick. It tried to push up with a shooting star, but now we're seeing the shooting star going in the opposite direction. This is probably just a natural like pushback, going back up, and now we have it going down. But again, based off of what I'm seeing in here, I am definitely going to be doing my analysis. What is this? I guess that's the community. Those are articles and code base experts. Come on, bro. We're almost through this whole software. Almost through this whole software. And it is 8 o'clock. Almost 8, 7:53. I also like how this, bro, get your ass. I also like how this virtual machine, it keeps the date exactly identical to to the time. Like Voltaire doesn't do that. All right, cool. So everything's cool up in here. Let me look at this new order because that's again mostly why we came over. And because also too, like this is now connected like straight up to my broker, so it's like I can just put my orders through here. I don't have to do it on the phone. Let's do a pending order. That's another thing too. So like I learned the other day, like about buy limits and buy stops. Like buy stops like allow you to like get into the market like immediately. So like if I wanted to get in right here, like on thinking that it's gonna continue to go down, then I would select the sell stop. Man, this shit has really worked. Man, it's amazing. But I'm gonna light up the rest of this real quick. But yeah, so that's what the sell stop would be. It gets you in there right there, right where you want to be at. So a buy limit or a sell limit is when, say, the price is as it is right here, but you're going to do a buy limit for this point up here. So buy limits or sell limits essentially, because this would be a sell limit, is essentially suggesting that the price would be coming back up to where you wanted price to go, and then it would drop down. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're looking at the limit is essentially like you price going back in that direction to catch your desired price limit, and then going back down. Or if you're on a buy, then the price coming back down for you to then get in. And so that's what buy limits and sell limits are. So a buy stop is when, say you're trying to get up here and price is right here currently. You can do a buy stop and then you can be ran through that. You know what I'm saying? You can get right in. And so my ass was doing buy limits, and it's like I had to continuously like move my buy limit to try to like catch price, and then I'm missing the play because I call the trades plays. How we talk, like we about to go catch a play, I don't want to say go hit a lick, but kind of the same thing. So I would be missing the plays, and it's just like, damn, like, but again, that's what I'm talking about. It comes into like research and information and studying and understanding that, because just that alone like caused me to like, again, like lose out on plays, or like I'm getting in at like a worse price point and I'm not really understanding. Also too, buy stops will allow you to continue to catch profit. So for example, just looking at this, since it's already happened, so say you had gotten in about like right here, right, and price is continuing to go up. Well, you can put buy stops in there at this point, at this point, at this point, so that you're continuing as price goes up. And I mean, I probably wouldn't stack it like that. I mean, once you see like it's probably broken, like where this shelf is right here, and that's why like I want the rectangles, and why I will be doing my analysis on TradingView, and I'll get into TradingView as well. TradingView is kind of like the social network of like trading. So of course, if you like my analysis, you like how I talk, you like how I am, then definitely go and follow me on TradingView. And also too, if you like the video, smash the like button and do all that great shit, because YouTube be, shadow banning as well and not pushing your shit. So, but back to buy stop orders. So like if the price was going up and once it made it out of, this zone here, and I can't really show it again, but this zone here, then you buy stop, buy stop, buy stop, buy stop, buy stop, because it's past this zone, and that it's going to continue to go up. Now you have more orders in, and you're making more money because you have more than that one order, that one position that you put in right there. You feel me? So that shit huge. You feel me? That shit huge. This is what I'm talking about. Tech motherfucking-ology. and just information and understanding, right? And again, like that's why I just want to do like with my platform is just to help people, you know, understand like how this shit works. So, and especially black people, because we got such a whole thing of against technology and shit. It's like, nah, fam, like this shit easy. Given that you know what you're doing, it's just like reading. It's just like riding a bike. Once you know the information, boom, you can get it. Because even like right now, with this, I would say I would feel comfortable getting into the trade. Why? Because as you can see, it pretty much exhausted itself right here. Well, I mean, it didn't really exhaust itself, but this was like a pretty good shooting. It's not really a shooting star because a shooting star is more where the candlestick is up top. I will drop that video that I found on that other guy's channel. I'll start dropping that in the description so that you can go and watch it. Me personally, I've been trying to watch it every day just so that I can, you know, get it into your mind as a little tip. Like that's how you learn shit quickly. Like you got to run that shit through your mind. You got to be listening to podcasts. You got to be practicing it every day. It does not matter what you do. That is how you learn super fast. Like I have people that ask me like, oh, how did you learn all this shit? Because I had it on replay and it was the only thing that I was doing. I wasn't shooting no music videos. I wasn't shooting nothing but weddings. I was just sitting here studying. So, and again, so now that I like was able to see the candlesticks, it's like, oh, okay, shit. Now I can read it. So this is us now reading. So when you're reading it, you see that it had a strong push up and it had a strong push. I don't know what the volume was. And again, that's why I'm going to be using Trading View, but I'm just on here just to show you. So right now it was going up. It had a strong bearish push. This candlestick engulfed this other candlestick pretty much. You see what I'm saying? And when you see a candlestick engulf another candlestick, it's a sign that the trend is over and that we are that we have a chance of a reversal. So as you saw, it pushed down pretty significantly. It tried to have, the bulls try to come back in. Bulls are represented by green or push upwards in the market. So they tried to come back. That was met with more strong pushback from the bears. Tried to go up again. And as we just saw, what is this, the 15-minute chart? Yeah, the 15-minute chart, they were unsuccessful in their attempt. And so now we can see again we are in a bearish position. So this would have been a great position to have gotten into. I probably would have entered in honestly right after this candlestick. So this is pretty much where I would be entering in. It was also something that I learned as well from another YouTube channel was these zones. And so it's all about probability. So again, like once you start to kind of come, it's so much that you have to learn, but it's really not a lot that you have to learn. But once you kind of learn like the basics, now it's moving to like probability and strategy and, which pairs make more money, et cetera, et cetera. So for example, like right now, something that would actually hesitate me from getting in, I know that I said that I may get in, but it would be this pretty much right here, where it's like, you see that, we had resistance on this wick right here. This wick was pretty much close to this one. And we had a wick right here. So this right here is a pretty strong level of, or not as like it's pretty that strong, but this is a support region, right? And then this travels all the way up to right here. So as you can kind of see, even just where price is right now, that's that you see the box or the range that's being created there. So what I do and what I learned from these other people, and I saw that it was pretty successful, is that they would actually wait until price got out of this threshold, like totally. So we would be waiting on another candle to show us that, okay, it got out of this region. And then we would make then we would go for a position. So we would get in at a position right here and we would let that bitch travel to about right here or into this zone right here. So what you would get, and I know this like, oh, well, that's not a lot of, you didn't really move that much. Well, I mean, it's about pips, and it's about how you build your position. So let me explain. So right here is what is that, 0.04. So if it came down to right here, that's 0.30. So that's a 26 pip, um, you know, travel. That's not necessarily bad. Again, when you look at lot sizes, so I mean, you could put a standard lot, because then it's based on like your account and how much money you have in your account, right? And what your account can withstand, and if you can withstand the volatility of gold, because this is gold right now, and gold can go up and down. And I necessarily wouldn't get into it again either, because it's 8:04 right now, and the market, the New York market is about to open up. So it's all of those kind of different things that then you have to put together to build your stuff. But I know that our people, given that we've had to survive for years, we can get this shit. So again, look right now. Now you see that it's starting to create what we would call like a hangman, or almost like a shooting star, but it's changed. And again, look at it. Right here, we see the wicks right there, and that's pretty much where price is playing at. Um, so understand. So when you're looking at a red candlestick or a bearish candlestick, associate bear with red, bearish with red, bearish with down, going down. Again, these are just things that you just gotta put together, you know. All right, my shit is kind of not very hot no more, but that really helped. I think I've been inflaming it with weed for sure, but I need to go back to the other shit. But I don't really like the vaping either. So it'd be nice to have like some edibles. Um, I'm saying, like, I'm very excited when everything stops to just get up out of this area, bro. This is very exciting. So again, like you see what it's doing now. It's starting to go up. This is why you would wait. So you see that I'm even still learning, which is why I'm not just like all up in the market, because that's something that I just caught myself. Is like, yeah, this is a region right here, and you even see that kind of happening with these wicks. 1, 2, 3. They're kind of getting stuck within that region, right? So it's kind of presenting like a strong, not even like a strong, because this is a 15-minute, but at this point, when you see 1, 2, 3 wicks in this range right here, you really don't want to get into this play. You want to see, okay, what is it going to do? Is it going to break down, past this and keep going down? Because if it does, then again, we have a little bit of a window where we can make some profit. Or we're just going to wait it out until it breaks up above here, and then we're going to let it keep going. We're not necessarily going to be worried about this. We're just going to see if it keeps going. And then that's the other thing, again, as to why, like, I came over to the desktop version of this software, is because you can put a trailing stop. So that's one of the things I wanted to explain as well. So a trailing stop is essentially where, let's just use this example, right? So say you got in on a position right here, and the your position is now starting to go up. Cool. So this is the thing. What if this shit started to break back down? Well, now you're losing money. This was my situation, right? So I'm over here fumbling on the motherfucking phone, trying to exit out of a position that went up, and now it's starting to come down, and I'm trying to, like, do it on my phone, it's just fucking ridiculous, bro. I could not. It's just, sometimes I wouldn't catch it. Well, it's not even that I wouldn't catch it, but then it's like, now I'm worried about, like, oh, well, how much profit am I losing? Is it going to go back up? Da, 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 da. And what you really want to do is you just want to take out, like, a lot of the thought process. You really just want it to be automatic. So one of the things that when I was doing my research, which is this other thing too, like, if at all that you have a trading day and then you lose, I'm not saying that you don't come back tomorrow. and don't trade. But what I am saying is that, for me, I just know how I am as a person. I'm pretty passionate and I get kind of upset. Um, and not even like I got upset, but I can get kind of passionate. So for me, I need to sit down and regroup and reprocess. So for me, what I do is that I don't trade the next day. What I'll do is I'll go and study. I'm like, because clearly something did not go right. And so what I'll try to do is, assess, okay, what didn't work here? What worked? What can I do better? Or what is going on? And so in me doing that yesterday, because I didn't trade yesterday, I traded on Tuesday, and I lost 100. It was in profit, like about 40, and then it went back in the other direction. And I was trying to do it like a long trade, trying to, essentially I was trying to trade it for over 2 days. Now, my analysis was correct. It actually ended up touching where it ended up touching. Because if you can see, this is still gold. So I was down here. See, it's totally surpassed. So that's what I'm saying. You got to know what type of account you can have and shit like that. So the analysis is never. It was not that it's never incorrect, but the analysis was not correct. I think the price was like at 1768, and I opened up a buy position, and I wanted it to hit 710. Which, as we can see, it totally blew past 710. And it was about today or yesterday around the 5-6 time period where I had projected or seen that it would touch. And I think if we look here, yep, it's about that time. It's 6:45, 7, you know what I'm saying? So again, analysis was correct. However, my stop loss was too tight, and it ended up going through the stop loss. And the stop loss was, risking about $100. I didn't want to risk no more than that. But had the stop loss not been so tight, with me understanding like, okay, this is just kind of how gold moves. Like, yes, the analysis may be there, but we may have some retraction, especially if we're holding it over a couple of days. Retraction meaning essentially kind of what this is doing right now. So this was like an area of support, right? Or this is a zone, right here to right here. And I probably should get on the trading view, because then I can kind of break it down a little bit better. But this is a zone, right? And so this zone, I lost my fucking train of thought. But this zone is this zone is I don't even know where I was going with that, but this zone is just, I don't know. You just got to respect the zone. So like, look now it's pushing through. Boom. Now you could go ahead and get in here. And I would say because it broke through the zone. So now you could get in here now. You could do a buy limit for when it maybe pops up back through here, kind of like it already did. And then you can go ahead and jump in to see, you know what I'm saying? And write it down, because you also see that, the moving average, that is below the moving average. This is a 15-minute chart. And then, of course, you would go back and kind of verify like on these other charts. But for me, like in the morning, like I'm only kind of not really trying to sit here for too long. So right up in here are the charts that I'm typically looking at. So, yeah, so that's what happened. So that's why I sat down the other day and was like, okay, well, what the fuck, right? I was in profit, and then this shit just dropped on me. How can this shit not happen? So we do research. So as we were researching, we realized like, oh shit, you can have a buy position open. It can be it can be going up, but you can also have a trailing stop loss. Meaning that, say this is where our position is right now, and we got in right here, and this is currently where the position is at. Your trailing stop is something that would essentially move in line with your open position. So say if your open position somehow came down and hit this mark, let's just use this right here as if this is where the distance where our trailing stop is. If it came below this point, like, because you would list it as points, like, okay, if it drops more than this amount of points, go ahead and initiate the trailing stop. And what the trailing stop will do is that it will close out the trade for you, meaning that you're closing in profit. You feel me? Because if you got in right here, okay, I opened up right here, right? And then it traveled all the way up here. And then, oh my gosh, now it's starting to come down. Well, it's going to come down. It's going to hit my trailing stop loss, and I'm still in my profit, and it's a good day. Now, will it obviously, how this ended up playing out, it still ended up coming up, but that's cool, right? Because what can I do? I can I either have my buy stops open, right? Or I can enter into, another position to kind of keep it, kind of keep scalping the market. Or you can just take your behind home because it's like you already made money that day and you really don't need to be greedy. And that's why, again, it's all about like your analysis, understanding that, okay, it's going to go up, and then understanding like the technical aspects of it as far as like, you can do it. You can do a trailing stop loss, having proper risk management, and then being able to like just do your, you know what I'm saying, having your trailing stop loss, and now it's like you're coming down, and boom, you're in profit. So that's what I'm saying. Forex is really about to be like amazing as shit, just for that fact alone. That there is software where it's like, oh, like I don't have to manually be trying to close out my trade if it's going down. I can just have my trailing stop loss there, and it's going to go down. And given that my analysis is always on point, you know what I'm saying? There we go. So right here, as you can see, so this is like what you would call like a hanging man. And again, that's why I just want to continue to say, like, that's where it's like you just gotta learn how to read the candlesticks, so essentially like what this means and what that could mean going forward. So again, I'm still new to this. The candlesticks was kind of presented to me just about 2 weeks ago. So I gotta watch it like every day. But to me, this is a hanging man, essentially meaning that, because I didn't explain this, on a bear candlestick, this is the open price, this is the close price. It's another thing I had to learn as well, because I was like, oh, I don't really care about now. Like, you kind of need to know this is how you read the market, how you can make money. So that's what this means. It means that price opened up right here, closed right here. And so again, right here, but in the wicks just mean how high it traveled and how low it got, right? Just how far it traveled. So you can see here, it opened up and it closed right there, but it traveled this far. Now it never made, it didn't go higher than this situation right here, right? It didn't go higher than this candlestick. The highest it got was where it got. And as far as the low that it got all the way down here. When you see wicks as low as that, it's a suggestion that the price could get as low as it had gotten before, right? Because I mean, if price ended up getting this low, it means that it can go there again. So kind of similar to here over on the opposite side of things, this wick ended up traveling all the way up here. Although this one, kind of how this is forming over here, didn't reach, it doesn't mean that price came back to that point, because it did. You see, not only did it get back to that point, but it ended up surpassing that point. So it's kind of the same thing here. So right now, where are we at? Because this, where is the shelf that was being created? They're like right here. So I would say that we're still pretty much in this shelf, but it definitely went down. So, or sorry, that Negro distracted me. Like it can go down. Because the wick had traveled so far back before. So what this could probably be, and what it probably is just retracement. And so you can see that is by going to the 5 minute, and you can see that's exactly pretty much what it is. This is where it was. You can see the shoulders. So it kind of made like an M kind of a thing. So boom, going down. But even in the going down, it's kind of my point. Like you're always going to have some sort of retraction. So you kind of see the SMA. Like it's going to go down. It's going to hit up. It's going to go down. It's going to hit up. It's going to go down. It's going to hit up. And so that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So again, that's how you just kind of look at it. And again, you got to also understand like how gold moves. Gold does this stuff where it's like it has extreme wicks, like it really travels within its time period. So that's gold. And again, the trailing stop, again, the way that it lessens the anxiety of like trying to trade. Because again, like say you were looking at this, right? Say you were looking at this, you got a position in right here. Probably you should have gotten in about right here, honestly. Probably this was where you would have wanted to like have gotten in if you were really confident, and you could have gotten in right here. But I would say like right here would be probably like at the minimum where you would have gotten in at. Right here probably would have been safer because it is traveling out of that shelf situation, and then you could have traveled it up like right here. Because again, it doesn't really matter how much it's going. It's because it's just the fact that it's moving, and then you can like load up your position given your account balance, right? And then you can also do buy orders as it's going up. So that's what I'm saying. That's what really makes it. That's what makes the shit very, very exciting. And so again, over here, I feel like what this is just a simple retraction, kind of based on what I'm kind of seeing. Even this candlestick hasn't passed this, so that's what you got there. So I I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to place in a trade. That's a bet, and then the volume. So that's how much you put in. So that's a standard lot. We ain't doing all of that. So this is how you can like essentially like run up your shit. Like this is how it goes. Anyway, so let me get over here and see kind of what's going on. I'm gonna come out to the day. It's kind of what I just kind of want to look at first. And so this is our day right here. This was the other day or yesterday. So even kind of like what I'm looking at right now is kind of creating like am I on the right one? Yeah. See, I don't know what that old calendar is, or not calendar, chart. Okay. So, I see it was coming down. It broke out of that. So right now, I kind of see like a head and shoulder thing, kind of formulating to where I feel like it'll end up breaking down. Just as far as like what I'm seeing like on the day. Again, yesterday was bullish. It was a strong day of bulls yesterday, and today we're looking bullish as well. But that's on the day. So then we'll go to the 4 hour, and as we can kind of see here, that's kind of what I was thinking is that so this candlestick, again, going back to understanding how to read, this is a doji candlestick. So dojis essentially mean that you don't want to trade when you see a doji. It also means that the market pretty much is coming to a close, like it's at. So meaning that this movement is pretty much exhausted at this point, and we could expect like either a retraction to occur. Even though I wouldn't say that, because here we had a slight retraction on the 4 hour, and it wasn't as strong as this doji. Because again, this doji already happened, right? So meaning that this is pretty much exhausted. So you got a head and or two shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So we can expect. To me, I'm expecting price to probably come back down here. We can see that this is a level of support. Another support level. I'm kind of more interested in drawing these boxes now that I've been watching some other people, because the lines just feel, so absolute, and they don't really, again, they're not really showing the range, right? So I'm gonna delete this. So that's kind of what you got right there. Um, and right now we're in like an upwards doji, so meaning that price is pretty much just moving horizontally right now. And again, we don't really want to get into a horizontal pattern. So that's why, again, like you want to look at the day, and then you want to look at your 4 hours, just kind of how you want to just work through things. Now, I'm not trading on the 4 hour, so that means that we can go in a little closer. But it's good to know that, okay, on the day we had a good strong push up yesterday, which was this, right? We see it reflected here on the 4 hour, and then we see that today, it's been showing that we've had a push. What is today's the 23rd? So the 23rd just, let's look. Yeah, so early in the morning we had a strong push. Again, the market is about to open. It's 8:25. So more than likely, whenever you see that happen, it's probably also too why price is moving sideways, because there's not really nobody's really determined like where the market is going to be moving. But that's also why you wouldn't really want to get into this trade right now. But it can go down and essentially like retrace, hitting back on this EMA line. And from there, EMA meaning exponential moving average, it'll hit this and then it could bounce up. But again, we just don't know, because right now in the 4 hours it's telling me doji, and this is another doji just going in the opposite direction. So what you would do, we would move in some more. So I'm gonna move in on the 1 hour chart. So now I can kind of see, again, we have that doji pointing down, strong push down, and now we have another doji. On here though, what you can see is that this is our retracement. The EMA line is now right here. It's hit it. This is as far as it's gone, and that's pretty much where we are. I'm gonna mark this as a zone. Let me see, because again, like, I'm learning pretty much every day, and marking this up in regards to zones, to me, is a lot smarter. A lot smarter. So anyway, so I'm trying to look at the thing to see if I want to make this zone be kind of right here, but that seems, I'd say it'd be about right here. Yeah, it's kind of a thick zone, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much from right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. So where were we? About like right here. And yeah, again, I just think that's kind of better than just better than these lines. Because even me looking at, it, I'm like, bro, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can't really see, and I think this is pretty much done. We know that it crossed through here. It's about to hit up this zone up in here, which I guess I'll mark as well. Because I don't think I'm gonna be using support lines because I just feel like I can see like so much better with with the rectangle. So you can kind of see right here when it came back down. So it didn't go into this range right here. It didn't really go into this range right here, and it it ended up bouncing up. So because again that created like a shelf life, then it went down. Also acted as an area of kind of like resistance, and this was the area before as which I probably wouldn't even move this up to about right there, but at this point I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm gonna go ahead and like probably go ahead and delete some of these other ones. I'm trying to see if I need to like mark them as shells, but I'm just trying to get a lot of extra stuff off of the chart because I can see that this was a downward. I can see that this is up, so I don't really need those. And then this is a zone, and I guess I'll keep that line. And not really sure. See, even this kind of looks like this should have been like a zone as well, right? Yeah, pretty much a zone right there. So, I mean, it hasn't, it's pretty far away from this, 1695. So they would keep it up here. I know for sure that this is definitely an area of support right here, and that's what I like. It's an area of support. That's what these rectangles represent. Area of support. Up here, area of resistance. So right now we're here and we have up until this point where it could reach. That's why I feel like this is a retracement and it could continue to bounce up. Because I'm not seeing. As far as like this is an area right now, pretty much where it's at, where you can see like before. Let me bring it up here. Resistance. Pretty much resistance up in there, even though it kind of broke above it. Resistance, resistance here, resistance. So this is a resistance area, and it's probably why we're like in the doji position. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to see. Maybe I can see it a little bit better on the 30-minute. Yeah, a lot better. Well, decently better. Because maybe if I brought these down, that would help. So you can see that this is definitely like a zone, right? This is where it moved horizontally, or where it has moved horizontally. It was just boop, 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 boop up in this range here. And this is on the 30-minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this. And in fact, I could actually drag this pretty much over, and I'm gonna move it up. Just so like it can catch those wicks in there. Because again, it's like the rectangle represents a zone and not something that's like absolute, like the trend line. And we can see it's pushing up right now. So let me go ahead and mark that. And again, because what I see is this wick, I just see this area of support, and I'm bringing it down a little bit because to encompass pretty much just where it is, where it's kind of been, and maybe even open it up a little bit more at the top of the wicks there. Top it down here, boom. So that's another area. So now I feel like, you should be able to see it a little bit better. Price played within this range. And when it's playing, because we want to trade like breakouts, you want this. You feel what I'm saying? This is a nice, I mean, it was crazy, right? This is where I was at. So y'all see, like, this is where I was at. And then it took this dip. I think I had gotten in like right here. And it took this dip. But it made the higher highs, clearly. So it's just, and now we got this thing going. So it's made it through here. So if I had this marked up properly, beforehand, which is why you want to mark up your charts, wake up early, mark up your charts. I would have seen that this is an area of resistance, right? Because why we seen it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've also seen that it's broken this area of resistance right here, and it did it before, and now it's doing it again. So right here, that was at 6 a.m. and it broken through here. 6:30 it broke. 6:30 it broke again, and now we're sitting up here at 8:30 and it's breaking again, right? So that's just kind of how you can look at it, and that's how you can be like, okay, well, it's hit this area before, it's retraced, but I do see that 1, 2, and now 3 times before it's broken above this. Third time really do be a charm. That's where, then you can bring in spirituality. You can bring in a lot of different, bring in all the languages, the power of 3, that motherfucker more than likely is going to bounce his ass up. And that's just how it goes. And so, you can zoom in now. Now you can kind of see it's a strong push up. You see that doji. So we don't get in on dojis, but make sure it's a doji, so we don't get in on dojis. But again, you've seen that it was in this area, which is when we probably wouldn't have traded. But again, just look at that going all the way up there. You see what I'm saying? And then when you have your trailing stop, it's more safer. You can get in. Everything's playing in your direction. Boom, you can get in. So I'm gonna continue to look at this. I think I'm gonna just go with gold today. Now, these other guys, they did say that S&P 500, because gold is very volatile. Like, it can decide, like, it's going to go down. Like, it doesn't, it's just, because as we saw, like, within this range, it's gone down before, right? So, you can do that. And I really don't want to be on the 30, because, again, I'm not trying to sit here all day, right? But I needed to go, you still got to go through those different charts so you can know what's going on, right? So I know that there's a shoulder situation occurring, meaning that it may be showing like it's going up, but it could come back down because I saw the shoulder on like the 4 hour, right? Just to bring it back up. All right, there goes that shoulder. 1, and it's building like this other shoulder. So it could come down, right? Probably up at this range, but it still can travel. So that's where it's like I would be scalping the market at this point in time. So it just pushed through this support zone here, right? And which it's definitely, support. You see what I'm saying? And it pushed through there, this zone, and so now it could end up going up. So to this next region, and I think when you can break it down in regions, again, I feel like it makes it a lot more easier to see as far as like planning, like where you want your trace to go, because it's only going to go up or down or sideways. So I'm going to pop in on the 5 minute. I'm going to bring it over here. Just to kind of see what it's doing on the 5 minute. So we can see like a retracement going on the 5 minute. So it had a really strong push up. This is 8:30 though. So again, the market just opened. So as I'm saying, I would just really just kind of wait for a bit more confirmation. I don't typically keep a lot of, at this point, I'm not keeping a lot of indicators on. But this is on right now, and so I'm looking at it, and it just this could be making it's pretty much its high at this point. So that's kind of how it goes. So yeah, we just kind of just gonna wait to see, what it does. Because to me, like it just crossed the EMA line, and just my personal strategy is like I'm waiting for it to cross the EMA line. I would like the parabolic SAR if I had it on here to also be, giving me an indication that it's going up. But when you read the candlesticks, you don't really need to do that. So okay, so there we go. So now we have another one. It's coming up. Again, this is a 5 minute. So to me, I think for me, I'm gonna really just be keeping it on the 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minute for me, because I think 15 minutes is pretty cool for me. Because what is that like? Because I have my schedule set up to do this to like 10:30. So it's kind of like 2 hours. I don't really want to be sitting here for 2 hours per se. So that's where again, like for me personally, like I'm just trying to kind of figure out like what my flow is gonna be. And again, that's why like on Tuesday I was trying to do I was trying to go like the duration of a week, like 2 days, because again, like I got other stuff like I am interested in, and I don't want to sit here at the computer looking at it. So that's something that I'm still kind of working out just within myself. So like your trading plan and just kind of how you move within the markets is going to be based on like your lifestyle for real, for real. So, and for me, I'm still trying to kind of figure it out. Up until this point of doing this, again, I was just building businesses. So I was just like coding and doing like a lot of different computer stuff. Before that, I was a person that really just, went with the flow of life, really, really on my hippie lifestyle. So this new chapter in my life, I'm just trying to find that balance because there's a couple of things that I really want to achieve at this point now in my life. So, and it definitely does not necessarily include sitting here looking at a computer. So, something I got to kind of figure out for myself personally. But either way, as you can see, this pushed up through here, came through here. So, yeah, just gonna wait. Now, if you wanted to, you could scalp this, but don't really recommend it. But yeah, and the fact that it's even like crossing over, these two right now, it's kind of like a good indication. But for me personally, again, I'm gonna just wait for that second confirmation, which will be coming in at 8:45, and it's 8:43. Or sorry, it's 8:42 right now. So within that 3 minutes, I'm gonna go look at this S&P 500 because the guy was saying that this entity. Because again, remember, spiritually, these are entities, and you got to come with that respect. This entity really respects support and resistance levels. So, hey, like that's what we're looking for. So even you kind of see here, this was a zone great zone and it pushed through this. So this would have been a good play. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be on your stuff. But this just open though. The market's just open. Market's just open. But also too, it's people have strategies where it's like when the market opens, like they just jump up in that bitch. Because it's either gonna go up or down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna mark this up as well, just so that I have it. So this is kind of like a zone. For me, again, I'm going kind of just based off of the wicks. So you see the wick hit that, top of that, in there with that. So just a range, really just a range. And I mean, I could get it a little bit more specific based off like the open and the outs and shit, but the range for me right now is fine. So again, so now like I again, y'all, I mean, I don't know who's on this thing, but y'all let me know. Because I feel like this is definitely way easier to see. Like just me putting this little block right here is just so much easier for me to see. I mean, again, I can see it's up. I can see it, consolidated right here. This is even like kind of like another range as well. Kind of looking at this. And I'll probably drop it to where at the end of that. Because I wouldn't want to draw no zone like that's like this, because that's not really even representative of like truly what was going on. So probably about like right here. And so now you see that it's continuing to go up. So this is something that like, yeah, I probably would have wanted to like probably have gotten into. Because even right here, like I don't see, so like now you don't really see like a strong resistance point on this. Now this is a 15. This is a 15, so all I see from right here is this point up here. And so you can see like how far that could go. I'm gonna bounce back out. What is it? What time is it? It's 8:45. Let me go back to gold. So we see that gold made a strong push up. So, I mean, and when I'm looking, because I'm reading, right? Higher highs, doji. This doji was kind of like signaling the end of this downward trend. Right now, we're kind of in another doji. So I may wait for a third candlestick on this. Unless the 5 minute shows me something more promising. So my idea is that it's going to go up, right? It's going to go from this region where it was, because it's a strong push, and it is going to break past this previous support position here. Because this is April 16th was the last time that it was unable to push through this point, right? That's like, what is it, the 24th now? So it's like 8 days, right? So it took 8 days for it to reach back to this point, right? Now, again, we know on the day chart that it was creating a shoulder situation, right? So we just gonna continue to wait. I mean, we could continue to wait, but whatever. Also, too, let me see if I even want to trade within this region real quick, because I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie. or if I want, because again, that goes back to like the probability that he was saying. Like sometimes, like maybe you want to wait until it gets out of this position, out of this region. But what I'm looking at is like, I guess I would have cared more about this region, it getting out of this region. You see what I'm saying? Which it has, and being able to go up here, because right here you can see the resistance. So that's what I'm thinking. And then you see on the hour, like it's a strong push. This was its level of like it trying to retrace, which it did, and now we're in a strong push upward on the hour. So I'm gonna go back to the 15-minute, and I'm going on the 5-minute just to make sure that we're all looking good. And we have a shooting star going down. But I feel like that's just a retracement, because as you can see, it pushed so far up, and it's always going to try to come back and touch this situation right here. So, and I see a shooting star going up. So now again, it's just really based on if I want to like go ahead and like take it or not, take the trade or not. I didn't really get to go through and look at everything today. The only thing I've been looking at is what is that, gold. So when I come back over here on the S&P, we can see the retracement again. That's what I'm saying. Every time it pushes up, it's going to try to do a little bit of a retracement. Period. That's just how it works. So I may even wait till when it gets here and go back up. But I don't believe that my account can withhold the S&P. Yeah, I don't think it can do that. So that's why I'm like, I kind of want to stack up my shit so I can definitely be trading this. Because again, from what I've been researching and hearing, like, and just kind of being a tad bit familiar with the entity, it's like it respects its support and resistance. And to me, as long as it can respect the shit, then we can trade it, and it shouldn't be a problem. So let me go back on the 15-minute. Yeah, it's just trying to do, to me, it's just trying to do a retracement. And then this is like kind of like its other, oh, this is actually the zone. See, that's also why you gotta go back so you can see. So this actually looks more, okay, now I'm getting familiar. It's the S&P. So, and I'm thinking back to like current world events. So yeah, I had that significant drop off, the stimulus package and all that shit. So yeah, not really interested in trading this. Or I don't know. I mean, probably just not right now. Because again, this pretty much hit here, right? And it's doing that retracement. So what I would do is like I would just wait, because it where you would want to like take the trade, which would be like probably like right here outside of this region, right? It's already kind of reached its first take profit, just because of the support at this like next level, and it's retracing down. So we'll just have to see what it does. Going back to gold though, gold is retracing as well. Yeah, gold is retracing as well. So, but gold's been going up since the 21st. So all week. When was the 21st? Like 2 days ago. So since Tuesday. And the 20th was the first day. So the first day it pushed up. overnight it kind of dipped. It pushed up on the 21st, but then it fell pretty hard on the 21st, but it actually rebounded on the 21st. Yeah, it rebounded on the 21st, or tried to come back up on the 21st. It fell like pretty heavily, rebounded, got it back up to it's pretty much where it was, and then it's been pushing up ever since. So I'm gonna definitely be waiting on this gold. That's kind of what I'm looking at, because it's all I've been looking at this morning, and but I'm being patient because again, I'm investing. The market is always here. I don't need to be rushing or nothing like that. Like chilling really, because again, that's not that this necessarily like concerns me per se, but it's just like, again, just when I'm just looking at it, the probability, because of course it's doing this retracement, right? That's normal because it pushed up because the market just opened. Or yeah, it's 854. Yeah, but I mean, it definitely has room to travel. What was that, 84? Actually, this could travel a lot. I'm not really seeing. So that's a lot of pips actually. So yeah, depending on, and then it's kind of been out of this. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, it dipped, and then it actually has made higher highs than where it was. Yeah. So I mean, it's looking like a buy to me. I mean, it's looking like a buy to me. It's looking like a buy to me. What is that? 15 minutes. So yeah, we just gonna kind of keep it right here. You know, we're gonna keep it right here. Strong push up. The doji exhausted that thing. It respected this. It pushed through it. It came back. It respected it. It's pushing up. So, we're just gonna wait. We see that it's kind of making a top. Or I'm sorry, it's right now it's doing this thing. But for me, I think I'm gonna be trading on the 15-minute, looking at the 30-minute for confirmation. Or just as for more information, because I'm trading on a tight time frame. Like, I'm not trying to be here all day. So since I'm not trying to be here all day, I'm only looking at the 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 5-minute. That's all I need. So the RSI is there, it's pointing up, even though, again, we're not really trying to rely on indicators. We had the doji pointing up. We had strong push up, and we're just trying to see. I mean, it already has passed this previous high. Obviously, it's passed all the other highs. This is a regular retracement, and so now we're just kind of just waiting to see. I want another candle on this to ensure that we are actually traveling up today and not down. So we're in the 15-minute. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yep. So it's just kind of like our retracement. And right now we're at 8:55. It's 8:57. Then we get to 9. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on this second thing. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready. Let me look at my risk to reward, because this is a small account. So there's an app called Stenu, and like you can put in your the amount that you have in your account, and some other stuff. What chart is this? It's 15-minute on here. See, it's even doing the shoulder thing too. All right, 329, I believe, is in this account. We're not playing no games, no games, no games. 90. Remember, it's 1%. Since this is gold, I'm gonna put the stop loss at like. Actually, let me build this shit out over here. Let me build it out. Let me build it out. Let me build it out. So I'm gonna be like, you know, safety first. And I'm gonna put this stop loss right here. So I'm gonna want to get in up here. I could do a buy limit here, but again, I don't. I'm just, there's no need to be risking, you know, there's just no reason to be risking, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make no sense. But I'm put it at, because now I have the trailing stop loss, right? So I'm gonna put this at the bottom of right here. And that's what I'm saying. Even see, this is why it's good. Technology is amazing, because even I'm looking at this, it's like, okay, I'm risking a lot to make not so much. So if I got in like right here, where it is right now, then that's a better look. So and this is on the 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. We gonna see. We are going to see. And then so I'm gonna do, oh shit, I didn't even do my shit. Let me see what the thing will be. And see, it's shooting up. So I really probably should have had this already ready. I should have had this already ready. Selecting currency pair. But even if I don't get in, still learning. Yeah, because now you see it's shooting up. Oh shit, come on, bro. I'm trying to do this. I am trying to kind of get in here. Come on. Let me know how much I can leverage on this thing. Fuck it. I'ma just do I'm gonna just do one. Fuck it. Like, we don't even need that. And I'm gonna do a buy the stop pretty much where it is. I don't like, why is it not giving me the price right here? I gotta enter in the price, bruh. Where are we at? 1732, 1731, 80, 1732. 25. Let's just get it. So I'm still learning, so I guess you can't do that. All right, let me just do a buy limit then, because fuck it. Because it looks like it'll come back down and hit it. What is that, 7? I'd rather just do 72.35. But why is it telling me? See, this is the other thing I was running into. Like, once I get this technical shit down, it shouldn't be too difficult, because I'm like, why are you not letting me put it in? Because now I'm like, I don't want to get this buy stop right here. Like, I just, see? You see how now I'm losing it? That's what I'm talking about. So like, I'm not too worried about it because it's like I'm trying to understand why the fuck I can't get up in this bitch when I'm like sitting right here with it. Like, what is going on? Oh, okay, I see. I'm looking over here now. But that's still like annoying as shit, bruh. Cause it's just like, okay, like you're not letting me like place it though. That's annoying. Like, why can't I put in my order? And then it's like I would have to end up putting a buy limit, but that's not really what I wanted to do. And then it's like, why am I having to enter in price? So that's where like fintech really comes in, and I have some ideas, and hopefully like I got some friends that you know that can code some shit up because this is kind of like, bruh, like, can we get in here, please? And then boom, I just put it through here. It didn't work. Like, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding, bro. So then that's where it's like, okay, well now I'm like stuck doing a fucking buy limit. And again, it's moved up like quite a bit, and it's like we're not catching this. Oh, and I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad, bro. That's why I'm saying like this is really a good thing for me because it's gonna help me to like work on like my game. Not like I got a temper, but it's just like I don't like when y'all see me doing this shit. Like why like you can't just get in here is I'm not understanding. Now I'm having to do a boo boo ass buy limit when that's not really what I wanted to fucking do, bro. That's not what I wanted to do. So, but you can see it represented right here. Just annoying, bro. Because again, it may not. I mean, it should come back in. Like, not very happy about that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Like, so if you come back down in there, like whatever. But okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, look how high it is. Like, look at all that shit we're like missing. Like, it's so annoying, bro. It's like so annoying. Like, I don't even understand. Like, so what is this mark right here? 1733. And then they got me at 97 when it's like, but it's about to, so it just hit my, it should have. You keep hitting it. But I don't see that it's gone through. And that's another thing too. It's like it's not going through. So this may be some more shit that I gotta like continue to study and work on is just this process. So I may open up a demo account and just start to, get this fucking ass process down. Cause like that's annoying. Like I don't like spending all this fucking time doing analysis and then I can't fucking get into play. And on something that I'm pretty sure like if somebody sees this video, they're gonna be like, oh, this is so simple. All right. I mean, so I should be in here because it's way below. You feel me, fam? Like this shit is not in here because it's not showing shit, and it's like way below, bro. Like I'm like kind of irritated because it's like and I don't want to do a market buy because when you do a market buy, like you don't have like any control. Like this is very annoying, bro. So, bro, Because now it's back up. That's my money. You feel me? That's my money. That's my money. That's my money. So it's like, what the flying fuck? Like, why didn't you put the order through? Like, I'm getting so mad, bro. I'm getting so mad. Like, why are you not? Why didn't you take my shit? Yeah, I know y'all all seen that pass through, and I'm pretty sure like the ask, yeah, like it covered the ask. Come on, bro. This shit's just out of line. So like again, like until we can get this shit done, but as you can see, like you would have made some money. You'd be making some money. This shit is fucking annoying, and look, it's almost it could be at its target shit. So I'm very irritated right now. Like, why can't you just get your bitch ass, bruh? Because this was a better price now, wasn't it? Okay, here we are back close to 1733. We're at 1733.87. So I'm just like, where is that? 1733, 1732, 1733.07. But it's like, because I'm trying to buy, then this is, bro, I'm getting irritated. Because, I mean, so then we're waiting for it to drop 33 to oh my fucking God, fuck this shit. Here we go. Bro, like, are you gonna put us through? Put us through? Put us through? Thank you. Lordy have mercy. Okay. So you can see the profit here. And so the next thing that we would want to do is put in our stop loss and our profits. So um, what do we have as our stop loss over here? So our stop loss, yeah, because I mean, I doubt it's going to drop that far. So I'm going to move it up here. Was that 1724? Seventeen 24, 17 24, 50, 55, 7, 8. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this stop loss or this trailing stop. Or maybe I may wait on the trailing stop. See what the minute is doing. Cause see, and look at that. See again, I'm trying to get in at 728. You know, we would have been done with our shit. So anyway, it looks like it's starting to make like it's trying to make a it's trying to retrace still. So let me get to my 30-minute, see what the 30-minute is showing. So, I mean, I still feel pretty confident in the trade. can see we're in profit. So again, that's what matters about like just getting into profit. Stacking your volume. Because again, this could be $640, $58. You know, it depends on what your lot size is, right? For me, I just did a mini lot size. So, so now kind of what I want to do is I want to set the stop loss. I also want to do a buy order so that if it crosses past this 1734 and it continues to go up, 1734. Okay, thank you. Again, y'all, this is my first time using this software, so and that's the thing too. Typically, it's 1 cent, so I don't want to do like 1 cent. I want to do like I don't really want to do like 10, but I could do 10. I'm gonna do 10 because then even how it is right now. Oh shit! You see what I'm saying? So now it's going up. Fuck that. Let me try this trailing stop. You feel me? So it's by points, but each pip is by pip. So I want my trailing to go no lower than 50 pips. Or I don't even know what I want to do on this. Damn. So 1 pip. If it's dropping about 100 pips, would be like 1,000, I think. Let's see, nah. So let's make that not even 15, like oh shit. So you see it close. That was too far. Damn. But let's look at that though. Journal. Count history. Oh, these are, so it must be down. Oh, as you can see, it came out with profit. So $67, or not 60, I wish, 67 cents. And so that was with the stop, the trailing stop. So you seen how it started to come down and it got in there. So let me try to do one more. We're learning here. Let me make sure that I still feel like it's going to be going up. So we have, this is the 30-minute. We're looking good. We've passed this. We have, this is our target. We're looking again at the 15. The 15 is showing some good signs. You know, we got some retracement, but strong pushes. And the 5-minute is showing me pretty much that kind of like that retracement as well. Yeah, like it's looking good to me. It's looking good to me. It's looking good to me. Yeah, strong push, strong push. I mean, again, it would have just, you know, so that's what I'm saying. I just got to get better at getting in these trades and getting out. Like, this is a technical problem right now. Like, I'm just not understanding or not even like I'm not understanding, but like I'm not understanding the technicals. And so it's just kind of something that I need to get better at. because this would have been nice. And then once I get nice at it, then I can, you can put more on the position. So this 67 could have been like $670, or probably not that much, but because I don't, my account is not that large. Um, but yeah, that's what it could have done. So, but at the end of the day, I know it's not big numbers, y'all. But shit, I was in profit. I didn't lose today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a buy limit on this, given that it comes down. I believe that it's gonna continue to push up. Um, my buy limit is gonna be pretty much where it's at right now, unless it comes and reaches this point right here, which I don't know if I would want to go that far down to 1732. I think I'm a, yeah, because I don't think it's going to come back down that far. So I'll do 1733. I'm going to change this to, I'm not going to do that many. But I'm going to try to get, a little bit of something. Buy limit. Oh, that's what I should do. My trailing stop, I just need a, I forgot I can move it manually. So by the buy limit, it's like now I want that at 1733. 1733, 69. And before I put that in, make sure that we are looking good over here. Yeah, I probably should be doing this on a demo account, given that I'm not very obviously I'm not very good at the whole entering situation. All right, here we go. So that's our price right there. That's where we want to get in at. It looks like it may be getting triggered soon. But one thing I will say is that I'm okay with it not being triggered. To be honest, I mean, I was making a fuss earlier because, like, I just kind of want to get in. Like, the worst thing is to be doing all this analyzing of, oh my gosh, oh shit, I done got on my weed. Dang, I forgot that was up here. Oh shit, that sucks. Damn. Dungeon. Look at this shit. That shit didn't even get me in, bruh. Man. See, that's what I'm saying. I be getting mad, bro. It's such a good play, and it's like, damn, we really didn't get in here, and I need some money, bro. This is annoying. Very fucking annoying. And I know I literally just said, I'm not worried about getting in, but then I kind of am. Like, because I mean, it's a good play. We seen it. We like saw it, and it's like we like to get paid off of it, but it is okay. Because I mean, look, bro. Now I'm kind of mad. I'm not even gonna lie. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Get out, go. I just did that. Literally just clicked on the button. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Where is this bitch at? So fucking annoying, dog. Can you? Cause look at our play. There it goes. Like, bro. So clearly we got to get better. Damn. Like, let's see if we may have a retracement coming. And it's really looking like it's on the doji, almost like the play is over. You feel me? It's just not cool. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. And it keeps going. Bro, I'm so fucking pissed. It's just so fucking annoying. So, as y'all can see, this is the other part that you gotta get through. Learning how to put the shit through so you don't fucking miss your fucking play. And then you gotta wait till tomorrow. Because you really don't want to be doing more than one trade a day. Like, you just don't. And it's like, you also don't want to get in at a bad price. Like, shit's fucking annoying, dog. Can't stand this shit. Like, that's really upset. That's really upsetting to me. And so I may be bitching a little bit more about it, but I think you can drag this up. Because look how far it is going up, bro. It's fucking annoying. And then even there, again, a software problem. Oh, here we go. I'm about to say, like, my nigga, like, we can't move this bitch. Okay, thank you. Because that's crazy. But I'm glad that I can move this up, though. You feel me? Like, damn, you know. This is on the 15-minute chart. That's crazy, bro. I'd be like, look at this beautiful thing. Look at it. And I'm not seeing no retracement about to be happening. I mean, we have some here, but, you know, it's been making higher highs on this little thing. So it's just, bro, like, you looking good. I need to be getting up in here. Like, that shit mad annoying, bro. That shit mad annoying, bro. So, and that's the other thing. I don't like losing. Like, I just do not like losing. So, especially when you don't have to lose. So, like, man, this shit kind of making me mad. But I'm not about to move it up no more. That'll be just the lesson for today. And so, essentially, where I'll go from here, I'll be a little pissed off. But what I'll do is I'll maybe play around with a demo account, or honestly, I'll just move on to something else that I want to do today. Maybe look at some of my other businesses and stuff and do that. You know, smoke and do research and just do whatever I do every day, you know. Um, I did not realize that I like totally knocked this stuff over. Bro, like this shit is not coming back down because I didn't see a retracement. Fuck. Like I'm so irritated. And it, look, it's like pretty much at our shit. That's so annoying. But as y'all can see, this is a real ass person learning how to trade Forex. Analysis is on point, but we having technical issues. Look at this shit, bro. That's at least like, that's a nice little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's not coming back down. It was just like, because again, it's pretty much to that region, and it's creating like a doji effect. And when you see a doji effect, that essentially means that the market is over. What is this? The 5 minute? I'm on the whatever over there. So at this point, what it could do is it could do a retrace. Damn, did it put us in here? Because that's annoying too. It's like, bro, give me my shit. So now we're having a problem grabbing the shit. Now I can't move my shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't move my shit. Yeah, y'all, we having technical issues. Like, what the fuck? And now it just looks like it may want to come down. So I'm gonna put this bitch right here. Oh well, shit. It already had me out. Or sorry, it already had me in. Wait, did we just go on a different? Was it 9:30? Yeah. So I mean, this may be another retracement, or the thing could be over, which is what I feel like it is. Bruh. And so as you can see, so this is a 5 minute. Let me look. You can see it jumping and shit. It then broke through this bitch. Yeah. So it may come all the way down here, but as we already saw on the other chart, is that yeah, bro. So it may have been ended, or it may be doing a retracement, a hard ass retracement. What is this at 9? It's 9:30. So it could be doing a retracement, or again, because it's pretty much got close to this region, you know, it may not. So as you can see now, it's like we're in the negative here. Whereas had we been able to get in this, so let me just, you know, I'm gonna be mad at myself or whatever and not understanding, but let me just give y'all whatever. So again, had everything worked accordingly, and had we known how to get, you know, do this shit and whatever the fuck, this right here would have been your play when it showed the doji on the 5 minute, because you would have came here. That doji, again, like I said, when you see, and so doji means when you see like this long like wick like area, and then the opening or where price was playing at is at the bottom. That means that the trend is pretty much over. You feel me? So we didn't see that anywhere up in here. Now it just looks like it's about to respect maybe this this support right here. That's kind of like right here. So we have a chance that it could go up and continue on, but you know, that's again, even when we say like, because this is telling you like, yo, like the trend is over. You feel me? And even here, like you see a doji again, trend over. That little trend over, down. This doji going upwards, that downtrend over. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this is over. And so it could go down and then try to bounce back up. So it's like, fuck, my nigga. Um, Quite irritating. To say the least. To say the least. And so, yeah, and this is where we fucking got in. And of course, like I could do a cell and like try to like close it and then get the cells. Um, yeah, I may close it with a loss, honestly, because it's like I can't really tell. I don't know. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna see because this could just be a retracement. I don't know. The RSI down here is pointing up, so we can see. We can hold it. Um, at the end of the day, you just kind of have to have the mindset of like you're never gonna stop. The fact that like I can go into the market is available 24/7, and I can make money at any time. I'm not gonna give that up. You see what I'm saying? So either I take a loss or whatever the case may be, like I'm not gonna stop. Like I will learn how to put the things in there and it'll get to the point to where this play that we set up, we created is gonna play through. Like we would have got that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll understand the trailing stop a little bit more and it'll be will it'll do its thing. So um let's see what the 30 minutes says. Yeah, so shooting stars still, so it could really just be it really could just be trying to do retracement. But here we go. It's pointing down, so let's see what it does here. Because again, like, and that's the thing for me personally is like, if I read something, then I need to like stick with it, right? But since I kind of have a bit more in my account, I'm gonna kind of just see what this does. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is put the stop loss on this probably. So I don't want to like lose too much, right? Potentially. Because again, to me, like if I would say it just looks like it's going down or it may be about to move sideways on this. Because again, if it pretty much continues to break this, if it breaks this section right here, right, then the play is over. You see what I'm saying? The play is over. So what I think I'm gonna do is put the stop loss right here. And that's 1730. $17.30. Because I really kind of the way I'm looking at it, I think it's just doing a retracement because it's kind of it's respecting this position here, but I just don't want to risk it. I've already lost a lot of money, not a lot of money, but just more money than I'm willing to lose anymore. So I'm just gonna do that just to make sure. Just doing risk management. The sooner you practice it, um, start to implement it, the better. Bro, what? I don't know what this should be on. Like, maybe not the best day to start trading. I guess I don't know. Like, I'm just like, hey, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted it like right here. What is that? 1730.05. That's cool. It's also too like gold moves a lot, so I just want to protect it. I mean, $12 ain't nothing, or it would be, I guess, probably up like 20 or 25 or something like that. Um, yeah. At the end of the day, that's why I'm saying it. Just think about it as like a semester. Like if you're trying to learn, like typically you grasp the content, within you know 4 months, 4 to 5 months. You got to learn the vocabulary. You got to learn, um, the overall thesis. You got to build a plan. You got to experiment. You got to fuck up. Because that's the main thing. As long as it's like you don't continue to fuck up, like I'm not going to continue to not be able to put in orders. You feel me? That's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. The mistakes I was making in January, I'm not making. You feel me? I'm not trading the same pairs I was trading when I first started. I'm not looking at a whole bunch of pairs like when I first started. You feel me? I'm not doing that. So that's so crazy. I did not realize that I like put my arm like all on the weed. So and then again, like so once you like get it to where it's like you know how to enter in and all that, and you have your analysis and your analysis is correct, like you know that it's going up, it's going down. Um, you know what I'm saying? Then you can really then you can make money. Then it's based off of your account, what you have in your account, what you're willing to risk. You know what I'm saying? And what your goals and objectives are for your life and for your being. So yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna just wait on this. I'm gonna smoke this weed. I don't know what's left of it. And then like we're out of here, bro. It's gonna be a good day, bro. We're gonna get this, and I think that's just what you have to tell yourself. Like like somebody approached me about this. Like I ended up learning about this. I went to like a dinner with a friend, and there was this girl there who introduced me to this. She was just like in IML, um, and just for me, like I've been trying to make money for a long time, and I come from Dallas, so Dallas is like has a lot of like MLMs and shit out here. That's kind of like one of the like when you first get into business out here in Dallas, like that's one of the first things you'll be hit with is like an MLM. So I was already pretty privy to what that was and what that is. Um, so um, yeah, so like I already knew off rip. I was like, oh yeah. But me being around business, I was like, oh, Forex, like yeah, this is it. It was definitely clicking for me. So then I declined her offer because I already know about the MLM and like we're not about to be building no team. I don't even want to talk to people. So um like I've already been there, done that. Cutco, I think Cutco had a team situation going on. Cutco, Avon, Mary Kay. Even though I didn't really mess with those two that long, it was like about a week. Really just a presentation. But like Cutco, World Ventures, they used to have another one. We did that. Then it was like these people tried to get me to do like insurance. I already seen my dad do that when I was like younger. And I mean, that Negro, he failed because he didn't put in the work. But I also was like, nah, insurance is too slow. Like, I need that fast money, and I need a lot of money, bro, just for some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish. in this lifetime. So that's why when she showed me Forex, I was like, oh yeah, like Forex is definitely that wave. And then, just, going from there to really studying it, like as if I were like in college or school or some shit, to then going to nah, I don't want to hear myself back. But then going to going to YouTube and just studying different things like baby pips and, or well, that's a website, baby pips, but Andrew Kahn, some other people. I got into some groups. Actually spent like $100 to get into some signal groups, but then I was like, nah, this guy, he not win, his win percentage isn't high enough for me. Um, and then just really just starting to just realize like, oh, like I can really just I mean, I knew that this was something I could do by myself, but the way I be is like, for me, like to learn like quick shit, I just need to see somebody do it. That's always been my thing. If I can see you do it, then I can learn it. Like I'm definitely like a visual type of a learner. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I need. So every day, just showing up, doing the work. Like today, for example, like I just learned like, okay, um, that trailing stop really worked. It worked well, but we need to know for sure, like the points, the pips. We need to be able to calculate that. There's also an EA that I'm probably going to end up getting um, here pretty soon. Um, that can automatically place the stuff in there, the trailing stop and whatever have you. Um, so you know, what's what? Yeah. So from what I'm looking on the 5 minute, it did its retracement, and now it looks like it may continue to push up. So we actually may not be in a bad situation, but it could also, because again, it just wants to touch. It just wants to touch this EMA line. So it may continue to try to touch it, or it may not. And it may touch it, bounce up, or it may push it all the way down. Because again, we're remembering that on the but honestly, I feel like on the for it to go down, because like how we had seen it on the day chart where it had the shoulders, you know what I'm saying? The shoulder was kind of forming, like the right shoulder, to where it would drop down. That's probably going to end up happening up here in this range, because that's where it happened in the other range. So that you know what I'm saying. So it may continue, probably will continue to go up, but this is where the patience runs into play, and where having your stop loss, um, also having like your trailing stop, and really just again being able to get in on where the fuck you need to get in on. You know what I'm saying? Would have been right here, uh, and then pushing on up. So. I'm saying, so today we just learned, probably tonight, because again the market is open 24/7. What I'll probably end up doing is just sitting here and working on a demo account, just to get very, very used to getting in my entries and out of my entries. Because as you can see, like I really would have been done for today. Because again, I would have gotten out right here because I already saw that dojo on the 5. So you know what I'm saying? And that that doji was showing me that it was going to go down. Which, what did it do? It came down. And let me just show that again. You see what I'm saying? Doji pointing down. What did it do? Went down. You see what I'm saying? So this whole, and I gotta learn how to like draw and do all that stuff. I was watching like that's what I'm saying. For me personally, I gotta watch stuff over and over and over again, because I kind of be forgetting. But there's a drawing tool where I could highlight this thing, but I can't really do it. I can't figure it out right now. I mean, I probably could, but as you can see, like this move right here, That's all I need. That's all anybody needs. Like right there, you get in 1726. Because again, I would have already have done my analysis. Remember, I was putting in all these rectangles. Had you already done that, and then you wake up in the morning, boom, you hear 1726. Boom, we're in there, and now we're running this bitch up all the way to like about right here, 1737. Like that's a nice day. Like that's like 10. That's 10 lots. You know what I'm saying? Right there, I could have made my $100, which is kind of like my goal for every day, and I've been done. So what I'm like thinking about in my head is like, okay, my analysis is clearly correct, at least about 70 to 80% of the time. Now, what I'm really having to struggle with is just being able to get into my entries, putting my stop losses in, and making sure that I have that trailing stop. So again, that's just something now. That's another thing. Okay, that we work on. Boom, we master that bitch. We're closer to where we want to be. Just point blank. Period. So um, just point blank. Period. Because now it's like the play is kind of over. You see what I'm saying? And now I'm kind of waiting to see like if it'll even get back to its point. So what I may do, because I'm kind of tired of watching it, is I think I'm gonna do a take profit probably. Um, at this point, where's my thing? I'm gonna do a take profit at 1737. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there, 1737, so I can just make sure that I'm out of this. I'm not sitting here looking at it. If it ends up losing money, yo, it ends up losing money. It is what it is. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Cause you know, I don't really want to sit here and look at it. I put five mini lots on it, so hey, um, what was that? It was like 1737, 1737, 65. So, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you see the risk, like not good. So it's like, and this is what's been happening is like I'll end up getting in these backwards positions because then I'm not being, I'm not like I'm pissed, but I'm hot because I didn't catch it, and now, you know, you know what I'm saying. So, um, yeah. So it just kind of is what it is. But we'll see. I'm not gonna look at it. If we lost it today, then shit, we lost it today. It is what it is. So, Con, it is what it is. But I guarantee you, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna definitely get it. I already have gotten it. I speak it into existence. I've already gotten it. Um, I've already gotten it. So, um, because again, retracement, and that's what I'm saying again. I'm about to wrap this up, but that's what I'm saying again is like being once you know how to read the candlesticks, boom, right there. I know that that's a doji. I know that the trend is over. I know that it's going down. I did see this resistance here with these wicks. Doesn't mean that it can't come back down to this point, but what it does, because as you see, like here, like right, it kind of respected this level, which is I pushed the level a bit up, but it's definitely respecting this level. So kind of similar here. It's just smaller, right? Um, but again, when you can read the candles, it's telling you doji, end of trend. Now we're about to go down. And from right here, this is kind of just telling me that the market really just doesn't know what it wants to do as of yet. Like, the buyers aren't really pushing too hard, but we've been making higher highs, at least just over the last whatever. And then too, like my trading time is up at 10:30. That's kind of the window that I've allotted myself is 8:30 to 10:30. So, hopefully we can, make it out of this thing. Hopefully it'll continue to push upwards. Um, our RSI is pointing in that direction. Even though, again, I'm from the mentors and people that I've been looking at that are actually making money with this shit. They're not even looking at indicators, and so um, whenever you're trying to get somebody's lifestyle, or sorry, you're trying to attain a certain lifestyle, you want to look at the people that have your lifestyle, and you can see like, okay, this man got a bag, this is the real deal. So all of those people, and coming from different backgrounds too, so it's not just like certain people. It's an range of people, or an array of people. Um, and those people are just looking at the candlesticks. They're just looking at the candlesticks. They're marking their charts up like this. They're looking within zones and stuff like that. And that's what they're doing. So um, that's what they're doing. And even right here, you kind of see a fight going on. Now it's like it's trying to push down. So again, if I end up not getting this play, then it is what it is. Um, and from there, what I do is then be like, okay, what I essentially do is be like, okay, well, I need, I just need to get my entries better. Like, look, my entry is way up here at the top of the bitch. At the top of the bitch. At the top of the bitch. So, and I mean, I could short it, but I just, I don't want to take multiple trades. Let's just say that. I just don't. Um, that's not really where my focus is. I'm not trying to like recap what I didn't make or what I lost. We've already done a lot today. And it's also apparent, again, that I need to work on this technical stuff. Which the technical doesn't bother me. I work with computers every day. It's just this is Windows shit, as y'all can see. Not even like I'm trying to talk shit on Windows, but I don't fuck with this, bro. I don't know. I mean, not that I don't. I definitely fuck with this because I have to fuck with this. But it's just like I need to do better. I need to. So I'm a rock on the demo account, and we're just gonna see how it goes. And yeah, and then we'll be good. So it is what it is. I'm gonna heat my tea back up, but I guess I'll let this play out just so y'all can see. I mean, you know. So I guess I'll look at it over here. This is both 5 minutes. No, that's 15. So yeah, a little sideways action, but sideways action going up. So that's it. But I mean, again, like just to sit back in a nice chair, nice place, air conditioning. I'm not working at McDonald's, bro. That was always like a fear, and I'm not like it's just a blessing, and that's what I'm just saying. Like I just man, that's what I'm saying. I'm just willing to learn it. Like I don't like this. I don't like this. I would have preferred to like be doing like a lot of different other stuff, but um my thing is like I'm just looking at it like if you master this skill, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And also, again, I feel confident because my analysis was correct. So that's really what matters is that your analysis is correct. Now, as far as like getting in and all that, that's a whole separate thing, which again, we can correct. I'm more concerned about the analysis, and the analysis was correct. Point blank, period. Within a good time frame as well, because this was I think today was the first day that I've worked with the 5 30 minute in a while. So, um, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to sit here and watch the 5 minute, to be honest. I really don't want to sit here and watch anything, but because the 15 minute chart gives you, it's like, oh, we're just having retracement, you know. Um, you look in the 1 hour, you know. So gonna get into the wick that it got to, so I can get to this point again. So so ooh, but yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very excited. So at this point, so say everything went the way that I would have wanted. I make my $100. Now it's like I don't have anything going on Amazon today. Because I'm gonna let everything blow over, and I'm trying to look for a different supplier more than likely. And from there, run some ads. Um, because I just love affiliate marketing. Like that's even the best. Like I set a campaign up on Monday. I ain't even looked at it, but I can. Took me an hour to do. I think even less than that, maybe 30 minutes, because I had already made the campaign, and it's just running. All my other businesses, as far as their social media stuff, is running. And to be honest, what I may do on this, I mean, I want to learn this skill first. You feel me? But I may hook up a robot to this thing and let that thing just trade. So everything is automated. You feel me? So it's a new world, bro. It's a new world. It's an exciting time, and it's really really exciting for me. Like I've never like had money like that. I've always just for a long time in my early 20s, like I just had freedom because I did what I wanted to do, you know. And so that in and of itself is like its own currency, and that's what I was like living off of, right? But then it got to a point where it's like, dang, like I'm getting kind of old. Like I was like 23, and I was like, bro, I gotta sustain my lifestyle. I can't just be out here just, because I'm young and I'm a female. Not that I was doing that, but obviously it is kind of true. Females kind of are allowed to like kind of get into things in a way that men are not able to get into spaces based off of their femininity. And yeah, you just at some point like I want to have children. This is all of this for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just my kids will not be broke. So that's what I'm saying. It's I try not to say blessing because of the etymology of the word, but this is a blessing. This is a blessing, blessing, blessing. And honestly, I've been waiting for this time because I used to do like binary options at some point back in 2012. Like I remember, like I had left Kansas because they were bullshitting with the basketball. They were just, oh my goodness, they were just ridiculous. Um, she tried to blackball me and some extra shit. Um, so I went to a JUCO in my hometown, and I started to look at binary options. And I was making some money on it, but I didn't have no charts. Like I was literally just like kind of guessing, like, is it gonna go up? Click on call. If it's gonna, go down, then it was like click on this other thing. It was like 1 minute, 5 minute, or whatever. And it's like I had no clue. I had no charts. I had no nothing. And I don't even think the website is even still up. But I was doing good, but I kind of had this hating ass roommate, and she was like, "What?" and like just kind of saying some stuff, not really super positive about it. And then of course I had like school, and I had basketball with these little people at this JUCO, um, and so that was like a whole thing. That was like a whole thing. So um, that was like a whole thing. So anyway, I ended up stopping doing the binary options because I think I also like I was like winning and then I lost and then I got freaked out because again it felt like gambling. So I ended up stopping doing that. Um, Ended up quitting the basketball team a bit later, but instead of going back to binary options and all that, or just trading like fintech, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wait because it was also too like Facebook at that time had just like opened up like their Facebook advertising situation, and I already knew like where that was going. I was like really excited about that. And but I was like, the interface, people, they got to work on their interface, their coding, they got to work out all kinds of bugs and all kind of stuff. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just wait until all this stuff because I don't know, I just have a lot of vision for stuff. Even Bitcoin, like that's one thing, like because I was looking at Bitcoin at that time, it was close to nothing. And I knew I should have bought it, but I was like, oh man, again, like I was like, it ain't really gonna hit for about like another 3 to 4 or 5 years at the most. And then boom, what did they do? They came out. I don't know what year that was, but it's like maybe 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. They came out with the documentary that just got everybody so hype about Bitcoin, and then that bitch just shot the fuck up, and I was like, fuck, I can't even. I didn't have no money for that. So essentially, like I ended up quitting the team and went to play, or sorry, not play. I ended up doing um, music videos, and so I was making like good money at the time for me with that. And so I really thought that I was good. And it's not that I was trying to be complacent or anything, but I was really trying to invest more in other people, more so than myself. And I really shouldn't have really been doing that. Um, but I was happy to do it because I was like, well, these are the people I'm rocking with. So, but I should have been more because it was easy to get like 500, 1,000, just easily, just running it. And I wish I had known about this because then I would have, it'd have been a wrap. Because nowadays it's, you know, I could, but it's like I'm not shooting no music videos for Negroes. It ruins my frequency and my spirit so much dealing with outside people. It's just it's like nah, fam. So it's funny how the world works. Like it's all coming full circle, and it's like here we are. Here we are. So um, and I kind of want like since it's going up, I kind of want to like place like a stop order, not a stop order, a buy order, like about like right here. So if it keeps going up, I can just really just run it up. But again, my skill sets on this entry is like I'm not gonna do that on a live account probably. Um, I'm gonna have to get in this demo and work on that skill set. And once I have it, because that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's almost like trying to take ideas from the ether and trying to bring it into the physical world. Like I see it, like again, I've seen the whole play. It's just getting the tangible, physical, 3D, technological shit in line as well. Everything in alignment. We out that bitch. Look, bitch done came out. So I think we should be about out of our position. Oh well, wow, we were up there high. We were up there high. Yeah, we're just now about to like break even. So, you know. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. But again, I just can't say enough. This is really a blessing, even though I don't like saying that word because the etymology of the word that was brought to my attention. Um, but for William's terms, definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing, y'all. Definitely a blessing. So the more that I can just encourage like people to learn this skill, you know what I'm saying? Like this is just everything, man. This is everything. Everything. And so now like I really have some ideas. It's just to even just take this whole platform, from a business standpoint, replicate it, get the servers up. Cause that's kind of what I was doing as far as like studying. Like school was not getting it done, y'all. I wasn't learning how to do goddamn thing. These niggas was so far behind. I literally left school and taught myself everything through the internet about servers, about coding, about fintech. I haven't done a lot in fintech as of yet, but just man, learning everything, like learning how to like, um, you know, do like an omni-channel like marketing setup and just everything. Like it's been a really like interesting journey and just experience. Um, So that's pretty much what I would want to do, just from a business standpoint, just looking at this and then hooking up brokers because that's what they have. It's like you can have your own broker. The reason why I'm not trading through Trading Views because they don't have the broker that I'm using, which is I can't even pronounce it. Osprey, right? Osprey. I don't know. They don't have my broker, so and the broker doesn't have a lot of leverage. This broker is like I believe overseas. They got a leverage of like 1 to 500. So, and that just essentially means that you're able to like leverage more money. You're able to make more money. So, um, yeah, like bro, this is amazing. Like gold is up 1.34%. And the other thing too, I wanted to mention is like it's crazy because this is like what I went to Kansas for. Like I went to school like for economics. And it's just so crazy to me, bro. It's like this is the shit that I needed at school, bro. Like with this, I could have paid for my tuition. With this, I can go back to school. With this, I can pay off my mama's house. With this, I can start like hella businesses. I can fund all the businesses that I have. Like that's why again, like I just feel like school is just like such a fucking farce because it's like, bitch, this is all I needed you to show me, like was the markets, the charts. Because even at that time back in 2012, like 2012, yeah, 2012 is when I was there. They still like you still had TD Ameritrade, like you still could trade, forex and stuff. And not to say like, oh, the university was supposed to show you like, oh, forex trading, but I'm just saying like as far as like analyzing charts, and all of that. But instead, like and it's not bad, but it's also just like why, and I mean I don't know, like because when I'm looking back over like the curriculum and just like what was being taught like the first semester and the second semester, like it was all theory. It was like macroeconomics, and then I think the second semester might have been microeconomics, but theory and macro ideas, which is great. I love that. That's who I am like as a person. But it's like there was no practical application because this is practical application. This is about to pay my bills. Like it's just too much. So that's what I'm saying. Like school, like I was really devastated by like having to like drop out because I dropped out in when I was 23. So that was just like 3 years ago. Um, And at that point, I was at UNT because I had come back. I went to the JUCO and then I went to UNT. But I wasn't like really, I was only on campus for 1 year and I really wasn't even on campus because I was in my apartment. Um, but I ended up, I ended up dropping out because I couldn't afford the shit. I couldn't afford $5,000, bro, for the tuition and shit. I'm 3 years in, and my family situation is just not very supportive. So it's just like, damn, bro. Like, had I had this and that, and what kind of, or in my research, what I've seen is that there's kids like in school, like actually trading forex. Like this is what they're doing. Like they're trading forex. So I think we should be out. Yep. So we should have recovered. We hit our take profit. So that's 7. Um, so our profit was $9. Yeah. 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 Okay. It's them little wins, nigga. It's them little wins, baby. And so I'm good for today. It's 10:14. Yes, it's just $9. I'm not on here. I'm not on YouTube just yet with them $2,000 days and shit. Baby, I'm what that's 9. What is that? That's 9.72. I made $9.72. As y'all can see, I made a loss yesterday. It was $55. So hey, okay. Come on now. Come on now. We getting better with each day, baby. And then too, like this is just a better overall strategy. And even though it's gonna continue to go up, I'm done for the day because again, it's about to hit this market anyway. Now, what I could have done, a buy stop order, but again, as y'all even seen earlier, I need to practice. I need to practice. I didn't want to be putting in the orders and I'm not getting it. So I'm good for today. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is just continue to study and to research, um, and just work on some other things. I cannot do. I cannot donate or dedicate the entire day. So I cannot do that. That is something that I cannot do. But as y'all can see, one, we would have been out of this shit way sooner. This was 9:30, 9:45. So we would have been out of here. We would have been out of here at 9:15. So we had to wait an extra hour. We had to wait. I had to wait an extra hour just to get back to where in that regard. Um, that's what I'm saying. So now I feel pretty good about the 15, 30 minute and the 5 minute chart as far as like me waking up every day and getting money. Because again, y'all, like the only difference now, because I know y'all be like, oh, well, that's only $9. Well, as y'all can see, this was $55. Now this traveled a lot further, and that's why it was up. But say if it was traveling that, or if I had gotten in where I needed to be, like it would have been about $55. You feel me? And then not only that, again, you can put more on there. So again, if you know it's going up, and given that your account has that balance, or it has that ability for say if it does my head hurting, if it's doing the retracement, it can do that. You know what I'm saying? It can do that, and then it can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? It can withstand the drawdown. So that's about like having a big, a nice size account or a decent size account. But you can also still grow it. So again, if it's going in a certain direction, shit, at that point and your analysis is correct and everything is good, then you can stack on more, or even how it was doing. So say like again it came back to that, I could have put in like a couple more stop orders, or sorry, buy orders, that would have essentially initiated upon it like hitting up through here. And then like, and I probably would have really stacked it at that point, probably put like probably 3 more of these on there. Then as you can see, that would be like 3 times that amount. Or well, it wouldn't have been 3 times this amount because it would have had to have moved the same distance. But um, you can see that it moved. And not only that, as you can see, like it just moving a little bit that it did, it got that $9. You see what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of it. And then as far as the trailing stop, which y'all kind of seen earlier, I had just done it like way too like soon, which is why we had the 67, or way too close, and that's why we had the 67 in profit, because it dipped down. So again, my whole thing is like I'm never gonna be losing profit, because again, right here, I didn't know about like the trailing stop. I didn't know about buy orders. So like, boom, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, so I'm great. I'm done with this. As far as like the software, this is MetaTrader 4. You're able to download this typically through your broker. Um, and I'm gonna try to see if I have an affiliate link for them, and I'll put that in the description. But we are done for today on this, because again, I do have a schedule that I try to adhere to every day, but it's more of like a rough schedule. So looking at my schedule, we're done here at 10:30, or at 10:30 I got to respond to like any emails I got. And then because I'm really trying to make a push in this music stuff, finally, now that the finances are under control and businesses have been built to sustain that type of a career and that type of a push, I'm gonna be working on beats. And again, like, had I loaded this up, the more that I feel confident, like, again, I need y'all to see the picture and see it for yourselves. And that's why I'm doing this shit for, apart from trying to get my YouTube up, obviously. And come on now. So, but more or less, like, help y'all just see, like, if you learn the skill and then, you keep working. Because again, I've been at this since January. I've lost like $500, or like 425. Again, I was kind of being reckless because I didn't really, but now I'm kind of like more in my discipline shit. And this is, this is the future. This is the wave. Like, this is what can happen. And again, just that short little movement, like, this is it, y'all. This is it. Look at that. That's it. This is a move, like that right there. $9. Well, because I didn't get the 9. I got it off of, where was I? I was right here. It was like right here where I got in to right there. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And then you can stack more on there to where it raises how much you would make from that little move. And it's a wrap. And it's a wrap. And it's a wrap like that. So then you can go and do whatever the fuck you want to do with your life. Period. So very exciting, very exciting. This software is, again, I already showed you, because if you have a Mac and you have the operating system Catalina, you can't download. I mean, you can't even open up Windows applications on your computer. But also Wine Bottler, if you are familiar with like using different applications, and just, if you a computer person, then you know what I'm talking about. Wine Bottler is not working on Catalina. I don't know it, but this shit is really good. Now, I don't know how much this is. They did have a 14-day trial. Somebody's running an ad on it, so I may look at this and see like how much they charge. What their affiliate program is looking like. But this is what they offer you. Visual Studio plugin. I don't know what that is. So, I mean, I'm assuming I have the standard edition. And ooh, pretty fucking pricey, bro. $79.99. 14-day trial. So this definitely looks like this would be a good affiliate product, because it's kind of high. But that's probably why they don't want you the thing on there. But yeah, so $79.99. to get this to use this. And I wonder if like this is monthly. I feel like it was monthly. Because if it's monthly, then what's subscription? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is monthly or this is like a one-time thing. Because $79 a month is a bit, not so bit much. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it may be a one-time fee. Hopefully, it's not monthly. That would definitely suck. That would be like annoying. But that's this platform. The broker that I use is Osprey. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And the place where I do my analysis is TradingView. And as you can see, boom, it just dropped on us. So that's why it's good to have like your take profit in there, and it's good to have your stop loss. And again, those were things that I wasn't doing as well, which is also why I lost some money. So that's what I'm saying. It's really just a process. And as long as like you can do your research, you can find the right teachers, you can find the right mentors, and you listen to them. You're open. You're not trying to be hard headed. You get the right pairs, and you know what I'm saying, and you're able to read the chart. If you're not, again, I don't know, what maybe your educational system was, but don't get scared of the charts or anything like that. Just kind of take your time, take it step by step. For example, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Your x-axis is reading the time. This is the 15 minutes, so this is going by 15. You know your price. Learn how to read the candlesticks. I'll put that video in the description. Learn how to read your candlesticks. Don't have too much shit on the page. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I'm gonna leave that up there. Don't have too much shit on the page. Your RSI. Again, from what I'm seeing, the top traders are people that really make money, and like they shit and they taking care of their family on this. They not using this. They literally, a lot of them don't even have this EMA. They're just reading price action, putting up zones, and working with the pairs that pay you that money. You know what I'm saying? Working with pairs that move and all of that. So again, I'm not trading nothing more today. I'm done. That's another thing too. Don't be trying to like take a whole bunch of trades. Also, if it's not going in your direction, don't try to open up another trade that's like going in the opposite direction. Just be patient, rock with, be disciplined. If you played sports or if you've done anything where it requires discipline, it's kind of the same thought process. So if you can put yourself back into that place of a place of discipline, which is what I'm having to do, coming from being like super creative and super like flowing and free and da 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 da, and just doing whatever the fuck I want to do, to coming back to a position where it's like, okay, I gotta be disciplined, I gotta be focused, I gotta thing. There's no emotions in this. Like, I know I was up and whatever, but all of that shit, as I continue to go, will be out of the door. You know what I'm saying? Because one, we'll know how to execute, and we'll know how to do our shit. So that's all I wanted to say. Y'all got to watch me actually finally do it. The only reason why I wasn't like showing like the trades before or even talking was, one, because I'm still trying to learn the shit, and two, because I didn't know that they had this technology here. To where I could finally get Windows on my computer, and I could even use like MetaTrader 4, because again, I've only been doing it on my phone. So yeah, so that's it. That's it for today. Y'all be blessed, and take advantage of all your opportunities. Cool.